Well, it's time to go into the dark and abysmal place of Grindcast episodes.
I'm gonna go get my shiv.
We'll start. I'm gonna need, like, if this carries on for years, and I need to read this much, my eyes are gonna deteriorate. Point of, like, I'm gonna go like Daredevil blind.
That's not
And,
that
like,
blind.
You
That's
actually go
really
to like
fucking...
an optometrist, and they'll be like, "What did you do?" I read about mountain monsters.
I was forced to read 18 paragraphs every
the
week.
optometrist to say, I'm surprised you still have eyes.
Yeah.
So,
Normally they'd fall out at this
Just
point.
assumed it'd just be like little flames burning out of their sockets.
so here we are, and I don't even need to give it an introduction because Fred is so kind as to write the introduction in for me. It's time for your weekly Mountain Monsters update / request topic.
The funny thing is people are actually, that listen to the show are actually now watching Mountain Monsters. That never did before.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous as hell. We are fucking sponsoring the shit out of them for nothing.
I mean, every week I come in here and I sit down and I stare at that man on that shelf over there, and I go, we need to do a crossover. We need to do a crossover.
Stop.
Grindcast goes to Mountain Monsters.
Hell no. You can go there all you want.
What?
I'm keeping my black ass on
Yeah, he's not going south. What are you south, and then there's like monsters that just come out of nowhere.
Not to mention
It's a terrible situation.
crazy fucking hillbillies just running around with automatic weaponry. Yeah, you have fun.
Yeah. It could be worse. You could be like the Wayans brother that was in like Requiem for a Dream.
Ooh, yeah.
That was bad for him. So, all right, well, here we go.
God damn it, what's all that?
Since you were absent last week, you will have the honor and the privilege of reviewing 2-part season finale titled The Return of the Rogue Team.
What the hell does that even mean?
Sounds like something Tom Clancy wrote.
Yeah. Tom Clancy's Return of the Rogue Team in Vegas with ships. If you recall, when we began this adventure back in late January, oh god, it was that long ago, the mysterious rogue team is responsible for blowing that big bastard, the Stonish Giant's brains all over the hills and hollers of Appalachia. Mm-hmm. They have not been seen or heard from since this first episode because they probably had other jobs they had to do. You know, because actors get other work. But now they are back, and they are looking to take a chunk out of the Ames team's asses.
For what?
I will make things easy on you.
Maybe he explains it.
I will make things easy on you and split the topic into 2 parts so you don't have to read a novel. I'm still going to have to read a novel.
We're still going to split this into 2 episodes.
Yeah, part 2 will be in the next episode, so that's how we're going to do it. Part 1, The Final Frontier. I just added that.
God damn it, Matt.
I kind of I wish I could put this text in the video and have it like the Star Wars.
Don't fucking do that shit.
Our first episode starts off with a bang as the team is heading to Ohio to once again chase the Grassman. But within seconds, they are in a high-speed chase as the rogue team begins to tail Buck, Jeff, and Huckleberry in a truck. They elude the pursuers, but it isn't long before the rogue team attempts to blow up Buck's truck in the middle of the woods. The attempt fails, so the team just leaves with a piece of paper that reads, "We know you."
What? Are they the fucking Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, it says, I'm sorry, "We know you know." That's what it says.
Again, are they just the fucking Dark Brotherhood?
I know, right? I'd like to see a bloody handprint on the top of the... Apparently the rogue team doesn't have a basic knowledge of the English language. Oh, okay. They spelled it we, and then K-N-O, you, the letter, and then no.
Okay.
So they spelled no correctly at the end of the sentence and spelled it improperly at the beginning. So at some point somebody was...
At least they used the proper K version of the wrong version of no.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of N.
I would have loved if they realized it, then went back, put that little triangle in there for the correction, and then put W up in the...
No, that's what teachers do. The AIM team should have done that for them.
Yeah, and then put it on their car.
You only got a 50 this time.
Yeah.
No passing for you.
This attempt at arson and quite frankly murder has depressed Buck and the rest of the team, so the team heads back to West Virginia for a pep talk with the wisest man in the wilderness, Trapper. Trapper feels the situation is dire, and the time is right to show the team his command center / Batcave. He leads the team to a massive vault door, which in turn leads to a Cold War-era bunker covered with maps, bulletin boards, and files on every sighting of these deviant beasts in Appalachia. A quick side note, there are several Easter eggs in this scene where we see Trapper has a magical Thunder Brothers axe hanging on his wall, as well as a close-up black and white photo of Skunky Tom on a bulletin.
Why?
They are probably there because when they were filmed in previous episodes, they needed to keep this shit somewhere else until they needed to use it again.
God damn it.
Or it's like Batman keeping things in the Batcave.
The giant penny.
Yeah.
This is the most god-awful thing. Alright, anyway. Trapper announces it's safe in the bunker because there is no Wi-Fi or cell service. Why is this important? Because Trapper recently ran a scan for listening devices and bugs and found several in his house and car. This leads to Trapper explaining what a satellite is to the team, mainly Huckleberry. Trapper also reveals that this mysterious rogue team has been sending him harassing letters nonstop for months, and he neglected to say anything to anybody, using cutout letters from a magazine to spell insults along with a picture of the cabin the Cherokee Devil used in Season 3 finale. The team chooses to return to the cabin where they find all of their personal histories and credit reports nailed to the wall. All except for Wild Bill, who has no credit history. So they just have a picture of him asleep in a gazebo.
Alright, that works.
They also have a picture of Willie grabbing a chick's ass and rounding second base on her. This is where the first part of our season finale cuts out, leaving our mouths watering in anticipation for part 2. So, my questions for part 1 are, has Mountain Monsters become such a phenomena that they can now include Easter eggs in their episodes and get away with it?
I mean, obviously, because they just fucking did.
Why is Bill's history just a picture of him napping in a hammock? Because he's got no fucking money. I think he's divorced, too. And from what I remember, he lives in fucking, like, Trapper's house. Mm-hmm. Like, he sleeps on a couch. And why do you think LifeLock would make a good sponsor for the show?
We did like a moment of silence there.
I don't know what to say to any of this.
It's awesome.
It's just goddamn great.
I mean, obviously it's the CIA.
I think LifeLock would be a great sponsor. Because
they just gave
I'd love
away
to
their
see them
fucking
using
information
LifeLock
everywhere.
in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the night, and then the guys coming to help them out, and they find this overweight, elderly hick fallen over in brush with a loaded fucking shotgun, covered in piss from some kind of animal.
You're thinking of Life Alert.
Yeah.
LifeLock is the thing for, like...
Oh, am I thinking of the wrong thing?
Yeah, it's protect your identity.
Oh, I was thinking of Life Alert. That would be even better.
Damn, Bigfoot knocked me down, call Life
So
Alert.
LifeLock's like that carbonite service or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like to protect your identity.
Yeah.
And shit. I don't think this would be a good show for LifeLock. I don't think so.
Well, it's because...
He's saying because they had their fucking credit information all over the
they had
goddamn
their,
walls.
their credit scores up on the wall.
No. I still don't think this is a good advertising campaign for LifeLock. This show up is like...
Are you trying to say that people that watch this show do not require LifeLock?
I have a feeling maybe a large portion of their viewers don't have to worry about their identity being stolen or their credit history being found.
But as far as the Easter egg thing goes, I just think it's kind of like Batman's Batcave, where he has like things from his crimes that he keeps.
They're not his crimes, okay? Unless you're going with that one storyline, which is so goddamn stupid. Yeah, Batman's just crazy, and all this is just him making it up, and he's doing the crimes.
The stuff that he solved.
Yeah, like I said, like the giant penny.
Yeah,
from the Two-Face.
Exactly. Or it's just where they keep all their props.
I think I'm going with the latter. I think it's goddamn son of a bitch.
It's almost kind of like they're breaking the fourth wall.
I love
like
how
they're trying to make themselves seem self-aware, but yet oblivious at the same time. It's an amazing dichotomy there.
You know why I'm kind of upset? Because I have another whole goddamn book to read in the next episode. So
well, we'll do it in the next episode.
I know. Oh, Jesus Christ. So there's part 1. Do another one. Liza gave us this one. Go ahead there, bud.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So,
Buddy,
my wife
bud.
Liza says about how much she enjoys listening to us discuss our game hunting through the years of finding video games in the wild at yard sales, flea markets.
I do too.
You know,
Two-gun
pawn
guy.
shops, thrift stores, you know, you name it, we've been to them. And
I gotta go on one of those.
do we have any regrets?
I tried to get you to go with us once, Jason, and you were like, "I'll go to work." And I
I'm
was like,
sorry, I'm an adult with a job.
So am I. I've got fucking 2 of them.
I'll quit right now so I can just game hunt with you, man.
I didn't say quit. You call him like, "Excuse me, I'm sick." That's how a person with a baritone voice coughs. And they're like, "Just if you want off, just go." You know damn well if you call in and tell Joe you're sick, he's just going to tell you to go because he doesn't know how to handle that situation. Joe, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but it's true. I've covered more people's asses than I want
But you
to
know
admit.
what? It doesn't necessarily have to be yard sales and thrifting. It can be GameStop, too. Because I have a good one from GameStop.
I do want him to go on a yard sailing trip with us once,
Well, I'm
just so
not-
he can see
I'm just saying,
how
he-
horrible
he
this
feels,
situation is.
he feels left out of this right now because he hasn't been on these journeys with us.
I know, and they're
I can
great.
tell.
Now you're making them journeys. Now I feel even.
No, they
Yeah,
are journeys.
they
When
are
Will and I get
journeys.
together, when Will and I
I'm
get
just
together,
gonna leave the room so you guys can bond better. I'm in the way.
see, well, here
Fucking
I want to
hopeless.
start. I want to set the stage for this.
This
When
is
Will and I,
stage now?
yes.
God damn it!
Will you
Shakespeare
calm
in this bitch.
your jealousy? Let me talk. When Will and I get together, for some reason, that's the moment that the, Earth opens up and all the weirdos start coming out, and they go, "Hey, these guys are looking through stuff. They actually look focused. See if they want to chat." And then they'll come up and there'll be a guy who'll be like, "Hey, people call me Tungo." I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, "Come over here." He's like, "Look at these old Ghostbuster figures. It's a fucking toilet that opens up into a mouth. What the hell's that about?" Like, yes. He's like, I'm opening up my own action figure part in this here market. Sell to kids. I'm like, you should be the least person that's close to kids. Like,
yeah, I think you need
Jesus.
I think you need to be going around town telling parents that you're in town right now.
and that was when, what's it called now? The market that's across the
I know, but I don't know. Toll booth.
Toll Booth antique market. Mm-hmm. This was when it first started, and basically they were open, but everything was just in cardboard boxes in the middle of the room,
pallets
stacked 8 feet high.
on like.
You walk in, they're like
pallets,
Yeah.
like wooden pallets.
You walk in, they're just like, "Just root," and I'm like, I can just move whatever. Is that what? But I think you found Mega Man Soccer there.
Super
fuck is that?
Super Bomberman 2.
Super Bomberman 2. You found that there. That was your find. I stood looking at an action figure of Godzilla from the '98 movie for about a half an hour, wondering, is this a cool thing or is this just something I'm going to regret?
You could have bought it out of irony.
I coulda. But then Tungo was hovering.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I felt like he had like X-ray eyes. He's like, "Look at dicks." Because he's just like looking at us all like,
Yeah, it was really weird.
he did, because he kept like, he would like look at it and he like looks down and looks up, he's looking down and he's just like, it's like, well, please find something. Get
Never
the
mind.
fuck
I
outta
don't
here.
want to. I don't want to join you guys.
No, it's hilarious.
I'm gonna get raped.
You get in the car and you're just like, what the fuck?
It's true.
I think we ran out to the car and you're just like, "Matt, open the door!" I'm like, "Give him my keys! Give him my keys!"
We need to get out of here. But as far as things that I saw and I passed up that I kind of regret, was I don't remember the exact model name, but the Texas Instruments computer. Was it a TI?
Tandy 1000.
It was one of the old school Texas Instruments
Yeah.
computers, and they had the cartridges for it and everything. And I'm just like,
65,000.
and I'm like, nah.
That was the one where if you put in 8008, instead of having to turn it upside down for it to look like boobs, it actually put boobs in there. It was just like, boop.
No, I'm not talking about the calculator. I'm talking about the actual.
No, that's what I'm talking about. It was that interactive. You put it in hell, you went there. It was over.
Another time that I kind of regret not grabbing something was I saw an ad in the newspaper that a guy was selling an arcade stand-up machine.
Yeah.
It was Popeye. And I went there and I looked at it, and it was pretty beat up. And I'm like, well, how much do you want for it? And he was like, $800. And I'm like, okay.
Fuck that
I'm
guy.
like, okay, fuck you. And then, like, I'm looking around. He's got this box of random controllers and stuff. And inside, on the bottom, are a bunch of Sega Genesis titles. And at the time, Sega Genesis games really weren't going for much. And I already had most of these. It's like Castlevania Bloodlines, Hyperstone Heist.
Right, yeah.
Mickey's Castle of Illusion. All this stuff just sitting in the bottom of this box. And he's just like, yeah, make an offer on the box. And I'm just like, I don't really need these because I already have them. And now I'm like, shit. I could have probably sold that contents of that box for like $500. And I didn't. But I think one of my...
500, Will.
Hyperstone Heist in the complete is going for $150 now.
Was it complete?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
You
I know.
fucking dumbass.
I know.
You damn.
No, but at that time, too, I've been like, fuck you, I had this shit.
Yeah, I already have it. Exactly. But I think my biggest regret actually didn't happen at a yard sale or a thrift shop or anything. It happened at a GameStop.
There's always a lot of regrets when you go to games.
They were clearing out a lot of the PS2 stuff was $20 or less. Mm-hmm. And they had a whole shelf of Rule of Rose. And I'm like, I'll get it when it gets cheaper.
The game that people nowadays don't believe actually existed because you can't find a copy of it anywhere.
It's like $300 now on eBay for a copy, and I'm like, I'll get it when it's cheaper.
You know, the thing is, it's really not that good.
Yeah, that's...
Like, I've watched people play it, and I'm like, this is boring. This
I mean,
isn't $300
it's not
boring
$300 good. I would have paid $20 for it, but not $300 good.
Yeah.
Anything that you saw out in the wild that you kind of passed over and you're like, man, I wish I would have grabbed that.
Anything I passed that then you in turn buyed, I regret immensely. Bought, sorry.
You're so mad at Will, you
I
can't
know.
even use proper words.
There's many a
Like
time.
what?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but there were many a times where I was like, yeah, I don't really need that. And you're like, well, if you don't get it, I'm getting it. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And then you buy it, and then like the second it's in your bag, I'm like, I should have fucking bought I'm like, now time's gonna pass, and this motherfucker's gonna have this game, and it's gonna be worth like thousands of dollars. You'd be like, hey man, you remember this game?
I'm trying to remember instances of that, like thinking back. Because I know there were some times where you would grab something, and I'd be like, fuck. Like,
well, you were
like
pissed
a
at me.
like a certain green N64.
Yeah, Liza was long for that.
Yeah, she was.
Hey, I spotted that shit. You didn't see it. I was like, mine. You already have all the colors I wanted to begin with. You had the fucking orange one. I don't have that one.
Why are you so mad about
I have
orange?
a red and blue one. I don't have the orange.
Oh, I
one.
wanted the red one.
Yeah.
Well, orange is like my second favorite color.
Yeah.
But I wanted the orange one.
Yeah.
But I saw the green one. I was
And you
like,
had fucking how many games did it come with?
dude, it came. It was like, it was that. It came with the controller. It had the expansion pack inside of it. So I'm like,
It was the one that came with it. It was
Yeah.
the Donkey Kong one.
at that, just seeing that, I was like, right there alone. If she says 20 for the console, I'm golden. Like I'm still going for it. But it had Donkey Kong 64 and like 5 other games, and she was like, $5.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I could not get $5 out of my wallet fast enough.
And this was like last year.
Yeah.
You can still find
She's
this
just
stuff.
like $5. I was like, and Will's like, "What'd you buy, buddy?" I'm like, I bought this man for $5. She's like, "Fuck you!" Your ass is walking home from the red line.
I'm over there holding a football phone and a DS power plug.
Yeah. You're just like sitting there like, look at my small pittance, you fucking asshole. Snaked it out of the grass, you dick.
That's all right. I found an Odyssey 2 in the box in the top of a barn, so.
It's true. And I was like sitting there like, I don't really need that.
Why are you just running around on top of a barn?
It was like
It was the weirdest place
like
ever,
this
too.
barn that they turned into like an auto garage, and then they had a yard sale in it. So like you had to like walk up these rickety stairs, and then you're like walking underneath beams and stuff.
Well, it's like in certain rooms, the door, like the passageway to get in the room was like Hobbit size.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
you're like climbing through this rabbit hole, and you found Super C on the NES.
Yeah.
There.
I passed that up, I think.
No, you picked it up.
Did I? I can't even remember.
I talked
half
you
the
into
shit.
it. I talked you into picking it up.
You're like, don't do this. You'll regret it. Like you always do.
But I'm like, I see you got an Odyssey 2 here. How much do you want on that? And I think it was like $5. It was in the box with the foam. Like the phone was still in it.
Oh yeah,
Still-
that was
still in plastic.
That was the day we both got a good $5 deal.
Yeah. I also got a ColecoVision that day.
You did. He was rolling in the old school.
Yeah.
I know there were plenty of times though where I passed something up and you bought it, and I was like, fuck, fuck me.
I'm just trying to think.
I
I know there probably was.
My favorite was when we went to Leesport, and it was the Two Guns guy for that game, Vampire Night.
Vampire Night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a gun game, and it was like in a box. It was like a big box. And he was like, "It's one," and this is like what his voice was too. This game you play with guns. And we got game, and you got a gun, and you got two guns.
Here's another gun. I'll put the other gun.
Yeah, he was like making a deal out of it.
Yeah,
He was,
he
like,
was
gun in
making
there.
a bundle. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but that's why it's in a big box, because it came with two guns. You're not like creating a new deal. It's what it was in the first place. But he just sounded like he woke up and just ate a pack of Marlboros for breakfast in the morning.
A pack of Marlboros and nails.
Yeah. He's just like, he just wakes up, he's like keg and egg in it, and a fucking Marlboro, just like, dipping it in his fucking eggs.
Then there was the guy that tried to sell me his entire stand of games.
Oh,
Because,
the
like,
guy
he-
who had the sad sob story.
Yeah, because his wife
He's like,
was
my
really
wife's
sick.
not healthy, and she's like in there eating like a fucking Big Mac. I'm like, I think that's your problem right there.
But
like-
you have to take her leg off. You want to buy these games for $800?
Yeah, he's like, I'll sell everything on the table for $800, and you're just like, yeah, let me go get it. Do you want right now? You want that? He's just like, what a dick. And then we come back, like we're walking back around, and he just like he sees you, and he just gets this like this.
Yeah, because
Like
he
this
thought I
hopeful
was
look?
reconsidering. Yeah.
And we both we just look and just keep walking, and just like looking at him. It's like, oh.
Because I've done that already. I've gone to like yard sales, and when somebody has like a bunch of game stuff, and I'm like, how much would you give me? For how much would you take for all of it? I mean, even if there's stuff that I don't necessarily need, I can resell it, trade it, or whatever. And that's what I did last year, and that's how I got all those Sega Master System games and the 32X.
See, Will also does something that makes me uncomfortable shopping with it. It makes your wife uncomfortable.
Yeah,
too,
it
from time to
does.
time. Will's that
I
guy.
dicker.
Will's that guy who will dicker
Yeah.
over like $1. Like guys like,
You can
oh,
use
I
that
got
dollar elsewhere.
I got 5 DS games here for $1 for like $2.50. He's like, you do it for $1.50? It's like,
So you can't haggle, huh?
you play it for a fucking $1.
But you know what?
It's
know what
already
happens?
severely marked
know what
down.
happens?
You go to these gypsy places to haggle with them.
Gypsy places.
Okay?
You know,
the
the thing-
gypsies want to haggle.
But the thing is
No, they
when
don't.
when somebody's like, man, I don't really want to spend that though, and I was like, well, we'll try to get a lower price from them. Oh, you do it. I'm like, why do I have to be the one to do it?
I walk in and I just buy it for what they're asking because I'm like, I'm already getting a $60 game for $3. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
will you do it for $2?
She got super annoyed with me because it was the girl she went to school with, and I'm like, I don't know who she is. I don't care.
Fuck about her.
And it
I
was
wanna-
like
I wanna save
it was
money.
like it was like 6 games. They were all like
You're
like-
already saving money.
they were all like
Not
$5.
enough money.
And I'm like, how much would you take if I just took all of them? Like, can I get all of them for like $25? And like, or something like that. It was like I took like $2 or $3 off the price. And we walk away, and she's like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "I want to get a better deal." And she's like, "I went to school with her." I'm like, "I don't know her."
I don't know this bitch.
I'll tell you right now, I probably wouldn't be a good person to take along with you. I'm way too blunt.
Nah, I still want you to come along. I mean, that would. It would be
No,
like
I've been pretty blunt
it'll
in
be
those
like
situations.
this weird scenario of like one guy's like, I'll buy this for whatever you have it down. Then the next guy's like, you do it for less than $1. And then Jason's like, shh, this is shit.
Because I always think of.
Really, motherfucker? You gonna sell it for that much? Are
I
you
always-
dumb?
Really, motherfucker?
I forget what game it was. It was at the Morningstar flea market, and it was a Game Boy game. Mm-hmm. And they had like $12 on it. And I asked them if they would take it. Well, that's a rare game.
Ghost Babble.
Maybe I can. Maybe I'll do 10. And I'm saying we're 10, and I walk away.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You're
And they're like, well, come back at me with a price. And I said, I'll do this sometimes. When somebody throws me a price, and I'm going to offer you less than half, I'm just going to say, look, what I'm going to offer, you're not going to take anyway. So let's just walk away from this deal right now.
I remember there were times where we went to yard sales where both of us were just like steaming mad at like what the person was trying to get away with.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was that one where like it was one of the ones where we walked into a guy's garage. It was like way up top, and we go in there and he's got all the games underneath a glass enclosure. And I'm like, so this is a fucking reseller from the get-go, and now he's just trying to pull this shit off as a yard sale.
Yeah.
And like we're in there looking at shit, and I'm like, well, can you explain to me why Shadow Man on the PS2, which is this is the sequel to the game that wasn't that good on the 64, is $16 at a yard sale?
Yeah.
And then we're like looking through more shit, and we're like, there was like one thing we found that we're like, well, that makes no sense because this is rarer than everything else that's here, and he's got it for like $4. So we're like, you walked away with that one thing, and I was fuming.
Yeah. The game was cursed, and now Will has to deal with dogs that want to be his nephew.
But then he was also that guy that's like, make me an offer, we'll see if we can work a deal up. You give him an offer, and he's like, nah, price is firm. Like, then why would you tell me you make an offer?
Yeah, he asked me to make an offer, so I made an offer, and he's like, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and you're like, well, I can't possibly do it.
That's what I said to him. I was like, well, I couldn't possibly pay more, so. Because I think the game was like $5. I'd give you 3, and he's like, oh, I couldn't possibly. Oh, I'm not giving you.
Fuck you.
I'm not giving you more than 3. So.
I couldn't possibly take it for only $2 less.
I'll give you 3 and the rest of my water bottle. How's that?
A water bottle. Fucking. That's great.
You gotta haggle
Man,
with those gypsy bastards.
We should have done this earlier in the episode because there's so many great stories. You know what? Maybe we'll pop this in. We'll continue this in our discussion area next episode.
I got a
part 2.
I've got
go for it. Do
that
it.
I didn't get to get because I either didn't know about them or just passed them by. Two of them being collector's editions for the first BioShock and the first Dead Space, which I'm very fucking salty about.
Yeah,
those came with a lot of really cool shit. When I found out about them, it was way too damn late, and now they're like way too fucking much money to be spending on that shit. And then I wanted to get the Legendary Edition of Halo Reach, which I saw at Walmart for a while. Yeah, there's a helicopter.
Yeah, I wonder if it's picking up.
It's the beginning of MASH happening outside right now.
Copy.
Yeah, I saw fucking the Legendary Edition of Reach at Walmart for like months and months, and I'm just like, it'd go down in price. I'll get it then. Yeah. And it was already slightly cheaper.
And then they just disappeared.
It was gone. I was just like, fuck me.
I wanted to do that because they had the BioShock one there at one point in time, and then they also had the Arkham Asylum one, the one where it's like Batman holding up a Batarang for a display. And I was like, it'll be less than 70 at some point. And then it just vanished.
It was gone.
So you know what that meant? It either went to secondhand stores or it went in the garbage.
Yeah. Either that or an employee bought it.
Yeah, but sometimes
rate.
because they can get even more discounted rate on top.
So, well, if you liked this, make sure to come back for the next episode because there's gonna be part 2 of Mountain Monsters. I'm gonna do part 2 of something I fucking enjoy, and we're gonna do part 2 of Matt and Will's game adventures.
True indeed.
Down below,
some things that you can.
There's some things. All our annotations. Where you can find us, where you can like us.
Roadmap to our stuff.
Let's get them Facebook likes up. Yeah. Let's get them subscribes on YouTube up. Holla at your boy. Help us out.
Oh my God, man! You never.
I just did that.
Never do that again.
That was awesome.
No, it was not.
You know, for audio, that might not be so bad. If anybody watches my white ass do that on camera, there's like, ugh.
It's cringing.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You cringe. It's like, hey, you shouldn't do that. No.
It's not you.
Weird
It's
chill.
like sour milk.
Yeah.
The hairs are standing up on my neck.
So like I was saying, all our annotations are down below. Help us out. Help grow the channel. Become one of the founding members of our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw some people were watching the Action Girls Racing episode of
fucking
Grinding Gaming.
Fantastic episode.
And
Jason gets so mad.
Because it's such a fucking horrible game.
I love
Oh my God. That second episode, I was fucking furious.
It's the
Because
best.
nothing makes sense. And I discovered how to use the goddamn items, and it didn't matter. They do nothing.
Part 2 of that will be up real soon, trust me.
Oh my God.
I had so much fun editing it. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.